Hi and welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be talking about my all-time favorite non-clinical job that is currently massively recruiting workers in the UK. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh my God, I need to move into something absolutely amazing, this is going to be perfect for you. If you're watching this and you need visa sponsorship, whether you're overseas or you're already in the UK looking for a good opportunity to switch, this is also going to be perfect for you to get into. And the best thing about this is that it's a non-clinical job, which means you're working within a healthcare setting, but you don't have that direct patient contact like you do, for example, as a carer. And the reason I like to share these opportunities is because, that clinical side is not really for everybody. If you're somebody who you're looking to get into healthcare, you're looking for visa sponsorship, or not, but you don't really want it to be very full on, then this is really going to be good. And the starting salary is band 3, so it is eligible for visa sponsorship. Also, you don't need to have IELTS for this amazing opportunity. You don't need to have a degree as well, and you can also move with your dependents. So like I said, whether you need visa sponsorship or not, this is going to be an amazing opportunity. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you haven't joined this family, take this opportunity right now to hit the subscribe button below, because you want to be the first person that is notified every single day. Yes, every day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. I'm very passionate about opportunities with visa sponsorship to move to the UK, opportunities to progress your career within the UK, because guess what? It's not just being in this country, it's maximizing the opportunities that it brings, such as this. There are many people in this country that are looking for what else to do. They feel stuck in their jobs. And that's why I'm keen to bring these opportunities so that you can get a job that you actually enjoy and be able to earn a reasonable amount and progress so that it is all worthwhile. So leave a comment in the comment section below and say, Melvis, I will implement this. Because if you just watch this and do nothing, I would have wasted my time and your time as well. And this is not fair. So leave a comment and say, Melvis, I will implement this. If you are somebody who needs visa sponsorship, have you got your passport, especially if you're out of the UK? So also leave a comment if you're out of the UK to say you've got your passport, because that's the first thing that you do. I'm seeing people applying for jobs and complaining that they've not had any interviews yet. They don't even have a passport. That's the first thing. If you're overseas and looking to move to any country, you need that commitment to get your passport sorted. So in today's video, obviously, I'm going to tell you the requirements for this, who can apply, how to enhance your chances so that you're the best person that is, chosen, obviously, for this opportunity. And if it's your first time here, I currently work as an advanced nurse practitioner, and, I started my journey in the UK as a carer 13 years ago. That's why I'm very passionate about this, because, this country is full of opportunities, but because we're not really aware of them, it feels as though, many people just feel stuck, and it's like, hey, was it even worthwhile coming here? I know lots of people that are thinking that until they find the right opportunities for them. So that's why, like I said, I'm very, very passionate about this, because it's not just moving to the UK, it's what you do with yourself that is really going to make this country beneficial, sweet, worthwhile, and for you to really enjoy it. That's what it's about. So what is this job? So this is an occupational therapy assistant. Many people are not aware of this job. And so if you do want to apply, you need to make sure that you watch the video till the end to know what the job's about, because it is very difficult to succeed in a job that you don't know what it's about. Because when you're applying, even though you don't need to have experience or qualifications, you do need to know what a job's about, because that's the basic. Otherwise, the interview is not going to be easy. So I'm going to talk about also who is recruiting and all of that. By the way, if you're new here and you're not aware, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped the link in the comment section below. It's really easy to join. It won't take you 20 seconds. You drop your name and email, and I send information such as this directly to your inbox. Visa sponsorship opportunities, career progression opportunities in the UK, NHS jobs. You're looking to switch, you're already on visa sponsorship. You're looking for opportunities to get paid to work and study at the same time in the UK, aka apprenticeships. I can support you with all of that, because in my time in the UK, I've done 2 master's courses, and I was funded to do those 2 courses. So I didn't pay any tuition fees. And so I'm very keen to bring these opportunities so that you're not spending 20,000 per year to study, when actually you can apply for these opportunities and be funded by your employer, and they'll pay you as well to progress in your career. Like I say, it's about maximizing the opportunities that this country has to offer, because there is money and you need to take advantage of that money and those opportunities that have been made available to us in this country. Because like I say, that's really what I'm all about. So it's free to join the newsletter. Like I said, check the comment section. I've pinned it there. You're also going to see my contact details on there. There's my email address, my WhatsApp number, so that if you want to know, you need support, you want to know what's, how I can support you and your own personal circumstances, and you want me to check out your application for this opportunity, also check that out and get in contact with me. That's absolutely fine. So what are the requirements for this job? Like I've said, IELTS is not needed. You don't need a degree. You don't need professional, registration to do this. And the best thing about this is also that, there are lots of opportunities for you to progress in your career. So again, it's entry level and anybody can apply. And if you know anybody, by the way, that can benefit from this, that is currently looking for jobs in the UK, whether they are here or they are overseas, please do share this with them. Encourage them to apply, because with these visa sponsorship jobs, they need a lot of encouragement, a lot of patience, a lot of perseverance. Otherwise, it can be very, very tough and daunting. If you're watching this and you've been applying for jobs, leave a comment in the comment section below. Which jobs are you applying for? How has the process been? Have you had any interviews? Do you have any challenges? What is really going on? Again, I can do videos, to support that, because as you know, YouTube, I can do videos like this to put out. But when it comes to that one-to-one support, unfortunately, it is impossible to support every single person one-to-one. It's not possible. And so I only offer that one-to-one support to people that are members of my private coaching program, because it's a much smaller group. I always call them part of the top 1% of people, because when I share these videos, yes, I know that, my program is appropriate for less than 1% of people here, because most people will just watch video after video after video after video on YouTube from one channel to the next, and they'll do nothing with that information. It is a shame, but as an adult, those are some of the choices that we have to make. So if you're part of the top 1% and you're thinking, Melvis, what is in this for me? You can check the description box below or the about section of this channel, and you're going to see information about my private coaching program. If you want to talk to me about, what is in it for you personally, depending on your circumstances, again, like I said, feel free to contact me. My details are in the comment section and we'll talk about it. So long story short, you don't need any particular thing to apply for this opportunity. Healthcare experience, nothing is needed. And if you're overseas, they don't need IELTS as well. So in terms of requirements, you're kind of covered. But if you have experience, it's about using that experience to show how you're the best candidate for this compared to those people who've got no experience. Because let me tell you something, many people have a lot of experience, but they don't know how to present that experience beautifully on a job application, so that when employers read your application, they're like, oh my goodness, where have you been? You're exactly who we need. And let me tell you something, if you need visa sponsorship in the UK, it's not just about putting in any kind of application. You need to really go the extra mile to put in an absolutely brilliant application for you to get any interview at all, because it is very, very, very challenging if you need sponsorship. I'm telling you this, because sometimes you would even put in an application, you go for an interview, and they will say to you, oh, actually, I'm sorry, we can offer you the job, but without sponsorship. And it's that performance that is ultimately going to make the difference. So again, when it comes to pay, like I've said, the starting salary is band 3. So it's absolutely amazing that, it's eligible for sponsorship. But what is it that this job does? It's very important for you to know what you're going to be doing, the activities that are involved, and what is going to be expected of you as a successful candidate. By the way, if you know what an occupational therapy assistant does, can you leave that in the comment section below? Because like I say, it's crucial if you're applying for this opportunity. If you are enjoying this content, obviously hit the like button below. It lets me know that I enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more of it, because I'm very keen on doing things that are going to be helpful for you and bringing those opportunities and kind of tantalizing your taste buds so that you're aware of what is actually available in the UK. Everybody doesn't have to be a carer. We all cannot be carers, and we have to progress into other things, and this is where it leads me beautifully to the next step, to actually who is recruiting, and indeed, how do you enhance your application to make sure that you are actually successful. So obviously, lots of private hospitals recruit for this, as well as the NHS. But as you know, if you're somebody that needs visa sponsorship, or you're very keen on career progression, leaning towards the NHS will be your best bet, because, you can bring your dependents and you're exempted from lots of other visa associated fees that you would have to pay with other sorts of private companies. Also, if you've got dependents they want to bring to the UK, it's worth considering the NHS again, because you're going to be able to bring your dependents to the UK, which is something that is very heartwarming for those of us that are migrants in the UK. I mean, how do you leave your kids behind to move to a foreign country? Most of us wouldn't do that because we are moving for the kids. And that's why when you're applying for visa sponsorship jobs now, you really need to be strategic. You need to know what the rules are with that particular organization, because things have changed. It's not like before where you could just go for any opportunity. You really need to be very well informed before you put in your application. So that is that when it comes to it. And then what about career progression prospects? If you go for this opportunity, what can you expect? One good thing that is absolutely amazing, you know, for this occupational therapy assistant job is that you can develop or progress to become an occupational therapist. So to be an occupational therapist, you're going to need to have a degree. And there is an apprenticeship that supports people to become qualified occupational therapist. So occupational therapists in the UK have to register with the HCPC, which is something that, by the way, if you know what the HCPC is, I want you to leave that in the comment section below, because it is very important. So when you're applying for jobs in the UK, you need to make sure that that job, does it need professional registration? Does it not? If it does, do you have it? Because there are many people that are applying for jobs that need professional registration. They're like, hey, Melvis, I've been applying for 2 years. I've heard nothing. And when I look at what they're applying for, I'm like, girl, you should not be applying for this job, because you need to be registered with the HCPC for you to get this job. So there are lots of things to consider. But again, you can progress once you get into this, you know, to becoming a fully qualified occupational therapist. And it's just so good. You know, as a nurse, when I'm working, I normally work alongside, you know, occupational therapists. If you're somebody who has experience in the UK or you're working for the NHS, you know what I'm talking about. Some care homes also, by the way, have occupational therapists. So it's not something that is, that's why I said there are private companies as well. But depending on your circumstances, there's going to be the best option, which is the NHS. And so you can progress through an apprenticeship where you're paid, you know, to work and study at the same time to becoming a fully qualified registered occupational therapist. There's also the option for you to explore other healthcare, you know, professions or other professions within that once you get in. But the main thing is always to get into the door. So you use these opportunities that are entry level to get in. Once you're within the organization, you can then explore other opportunities, because guess what? You're going to have more chances. If you're watching this, by the way, you've got any questions as I'm going along, please leave those in the comment section below, and I'll be able to share more information. There are also people here that may have experience in this, you know, like I say, people that already work in healthcare settings in the UK, especially the NHS, you will be very familiar with this opportunity. One thing also that I'm going to have to say is, what do they actually do? So the role of, you know, an occupational therapy assistant is supporting the, you know, people with physical needs or functional needs to promote their independence, you know, so that they can recover faster and be able to be discharged home sooner. This is in a hospital setting. In a care home setting, obviously, this is the home of the people. You're supporting them, you know, like organizing games for the people, organizing activities, coordinating activities. It's an amazing job because it's not like because it's non-clinical. That's what I said. So the job is very good. I know there are many people here that are only applying for carer jobs because they think that's the only option. But these other opportunities are worth exploring. But you need to consider your personal circumstances. Are you in the UK? Are you out? Do you have experience? Do you not? I mean, is it urgent? What are your priorities? That's really what matters. But like I said, if you need support and guidance with applying for some of these opportunities, and I'm here, I can support you with that. Again, applying for these jobs is not a walk in the park. It takes time, it takes perseverance, it takes dedication, but what doesn't? You know, it's about getting that support that you need. How do you apply? You know, going through your application, what is needed. Again, interview preparation to make sure that you're actually ready for the opportunity when it does arrive. And I actually checked, you know, on the NHS website before I was recording this video, and they have 8,795 vacancies for this job as we speak. 8,795 is massive. It's a lot. If you apply, what are the chances of you getting one of these jobs? The chances are very, very high. So it's worth you putting in your application. So leave a comment in the comment section and tell me, what do you think about this opportunity? Are you going to put yourself forward? Which I hope you do, because I would have recorded this video for a good reason. And I haven't wasted all of my time, because it's very painful to know that people are going to watch a video like this with such an amazing opportunity and do absolutely nothing. I mean, how? If you're applying for jobs, you should 100% be applying for this particular opportunity and other opportunities that I've shared on this channel. So again, I do absolutely appreciate your time. You know, if you haven't joined my newsletter, like I said, check the comment section below. 100% join, because I send that info directly to your inbox. You're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm for such vital information that is crucial for your personal and professional development. But if you want to contact me directly, again, you check the comment section, you see my details on there. It's my WhatsApp number and my email address, and feel free to get in contact with me about your specific circumstances. But if you're already a member of my private coaching program, during our live session on Thursday, we're going to really explore, dissect this opportunity to make sure that you know exactly what is needed, go through the vacancies, you know, and make sure that your application is absolutely spot on. Check out this video right here.